in the Anglophone region for little or no reason. Some of these things, some of the military who are there to make their money, they go ahead, they arrest people randomly to take money. We take you to the detention center, and then later on we come and give them bribe, and you are allowed to go. So it's really unacceptable. The situation there is very, very, very complicated, and as long as these things is not addressed in a proper way, our people will continue to suffer.
We've heard the U.S. Embassy in Yaoundé reacted via the ambassador calling for dialogue to address the root causes of the problem. Each day we hear about dialogue, root causes, dialogue. Since we know about these root causes, why can't those root causes be addressed?
That is a major problem, because it's as if the government of Cameroon have some things extra from what they
does it mean that probably what we know as root causes are not the root causes?
No, they are actually the root causes.
Because the government is actually doing a lot. They tell you, we have done this, we have compromised this, we have given in to pressure, we have done this. At the end of the day, the guns are still smoking. So the root causes we are talking about, what root causes? Is it giving the northwest and southwest to the separatists that will solve the problem, or what is actually the solution?
Now, looking at the root causes of the problem does not mean that they want to separate the country or whatsoever, because the government has its own modus operandi. And finally, let me say that the government doesn't want to solve the problem, because they know what they can do.
Are the separatist fighters also willing that the problem should be solved?
They are willing. How many times have the government called for a genuine and inclusive dialogue, and the separatist fighters have not shown? They have not shown up. They tried this thing in Switzerland to see some separatist fighters who came, and when they started the issue in Canada, you saw some separatist fighters who were coming for the dialogue, but the government of Cameroon was the one that withdrew. Just to tell you that the government of Cameroon is really acting on bad faith. The government of Cameroon is not willing to address this issue now. It's not as if there is something or some benefit, or those who are closer to, or those that can easily address the issue within the government, they are having a lot of benefit from this thing. That's why they don't want this thing to be addressed as soon as possible. Because most of when there's war like this, we have war entrepreneurs who are making a lot of gains from the war, and this group of people will always be there and will always do everything possible to perturb any good initiative that can lead to the end or the result of the conflict. Seems like the separatists, because there are some separatists might be leaders or fighters on the ground who are enriching themselves a lot as a result of the war. So some of this group of people will always do the same thing to make sure that they prevent any initiative that will lead to peace. But I believe that peace will one day come, but it's just that it's really delaying.
Okay, peace will one day come. It's really delaying. As per your readings, notwithstanding televiewers, you can call us on the number that you have on the screen to contribute on some of those major headlines that the newspapers have for us this morning. Like I told you in my introduction, the Guardian Post Media Group organized an award ceremony that was in Bolova, chieftain of the South region recently, where some personalities of the nation in Cameroon were conferred or given this award. We are talking about the general manager of PAMOR, who was also awarded the renowned lawyer Keremona. He won the Man of the Year award. And of course, during his keynote address to the crowd polling ceremony, or the crowd that turned out to witness the award ceremony, Keremona did promise that he was going, or that he is going to, uncover and name those who took money, the government officials who collected money from Glencoe in the award of a contract in the country. Talking about government officials, those working at the level of the National Hydrocarbons head office in Yaoundé and Sonara. Of course, Keremona says he is going to bring out the names of those who collected bribe.
So I use this opportunity to extend an upload to Barrister Keremona, because he has been doing a very tremendous, wonderful job that the citizens, Cameroonians are supposed to be doing. But this is not something to be left for Keremona alone. It's a fight that is supposed to fight by Cameroonians, because they are fighting for the interest of the entire country, not as an individual issue. Because the rate of corruption in the country has been rampant. So we are all aware of the situation. But as I said here, concerning issue of human rights violations, it's not the same. Government have been doing little to address the issue. Sometimes people have to embezzle
does the government really have that power, that mechanism to be able put in place to be able to to uncover these people who are siphoning state funds, to punish them?
That's why they have this thing. They have Supreme State audit, we have CONAC and others. So I think that these things were created to combat this.
When you look at the system put in place by President Paul Biya, has the system not caught up with him? He finds it so difficult to even prosecute or even stop his own people he trusts so much that he has given high offices in this country, they are the ones trying to bring him down by not doing what he has asked them to do.
Yeah, not doing what he has asked them to do, and he's unable to do anything. Just to tell you that President Paul Biya is no longer capable of handling the country. So that's the more reason why we keep praying on President Paul Biya to give chance to resign as soon as possible, to give chance to another person who can best handle the country. Because if you appoint somebody, the person comes and is not unable to do the task that you ask him to do, and you still maintain the person there, it means that you don't no longer have the power to do to caution the person or to call the person to order.
No, if you go to Kondengi, you discover that almost half of the government, past government,
yes,
governments,
yes.